Okay, we are in Arkansas, a little place called Menifee. Conway is coming up shortly. It says 7 miles on the sign right there. Little Rock is in 39. But what I'm looking for, there's a park somewhere around this area. It's called Toad Suck Park. And I hear it's pretty cool. I hear they got festivals and stuff going on there. Sometimes, you know, not all the time, obviously, but I hear it's pretty cool. I would like to check it out one of these days. But in the meantime, try to make a mental note as to where it is. Is it before or after Conway? Is it right on I-40, or is it got to take a side road? What is the deal? And what's the deal with this guy? He pull in front of me and start slowing down. He ain't got no brake lights that I can see. But whatever. I got you, bro. I got you. Backing off. Backing off. Marines used to come pick us up in them vans, and we'd go out and do all kinds of cool stuff. I ended up joining the Navy. Wanted to go to the Marines, but a little legal situation happened, and anyway, had to join that day, and the Marines wanted me to give them a little bit of time because I scored very well on the ASVAB test. I got a 98 or whatever, and they said, Officer Candidate School, Officer Candidate School. I'm like, sounds pretty good, but the judge says I need to show him proof that I signed up today. And they said, give us a week. I'm like, it's not a negotiation. The Navy recruiter guy, he's sitting there laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing at? He's like, I'll take you right now, so let's go. And I really enjoyed the Navy. I really did. I had a wonderful time. It was crazy. It's just like the old slogan, it's not just a job, it's an adventure. Well, it sure was. And the first captain of the ship, he was an awesome captain. The second captain, not so much. But it was cool. If I could go back in time, I'd do it all over again. Even though it was pretty crazy. There was many times when I know a lot of the crew said, we ain't coming out of this alive. You know, like getting caught in a hurricane and all this stuff. And there were some of us that did not and make it out, you know. But we did get to see some pretty cool stuff. Front row seats, I mean, real close, where you could see their faces clearly. Down in Central America, you see fighting amongst the rebels and the establishment. Hacking each other to death with machetes and shooting each other at basically point blank range with rifles. I think I shouldn't say that kind of stuff, but that was some of the stuff that we got to experience. And the first day I watched first day when I reported to duty, I thought it was an initiation. But it turned out, nope. There was really a mix-up. There had been a helicopter crash that, I don't know, a couple days before, and they pulled out their M16s on me like I was some imposter, and said, "Who are you really?" And I was laughing at them. And they took me up onto the deck and said, and they unzipped. They had a bunch of bags, body bags, and unzipped one and said, "This is the guy who you say you are." I'm like, no, I don't know who that guy is. I'm me. And they said, well, who's this guy? I'm like, how am I supposed to know who that guy is? And then so they cleared it up. And yeah. And there was was lots more. Lots more crazy, wonderful, exciting stuff. Adventures. I highly recommend it. You might not make it out alive, but if you do, which you do a lot of the times, it's pretty cool. Wonderful memories. Anyways, still keeping my eyes peeled for Toad Suck Park. It should be somewhere around here. Conway is right around here, and it's somewhere around Conway, I think. I don't know if it's before or after. That's the thing. But what a cool name, huh? Just imagine back in the day, sitting around, what can we call this park? Well, we can call it the Big Valley, or the Green something, whatever. And somebody said, how about Toad Suck? And like, yeah, let's do that. Sounds good. Well, it turns out it was named after, I guess they had like a riverboat, and it got grounded and stuff, and so the crew got on the shore and said, let's just go ahead and start drinking, and that they did, and they got all bloated. It looked like a bunch of toads sucking on them bottles, and that was where they were parked, I guess. And so there you go, which makes me think that Toad Suck Park probably has a river near it. Another interesting thing. Yes, more reason why I want to go check it out. It sure is a beautiful day. Hope y'all are experiencing some of this wonderfulness. I know my windshield is dirty. Man, I keep collecting bugs. Not trying to, but I am going to pull up at this Pilot Flying J in about half an hour or so, and I'm gonna clean off the windshield again. Gotta do it. This thing is it's pretty dirty, but you gotta do it all the time. You just can't help it. You're gonna collect bugs. Have y'all seen the sign? Maybe I missed it. Alright. Change the speed limit on me or something. There you go. There you go. Toad Suck Park. There's the sign. See it right there? Exit 129. Boom! Toad Suck. Pretty cool. So that's where it is. Exit 129. Smells good right here. What is that? Is that food? God, I don't know. It smells like a cross between lumber, a skunk, some hash browns. It has something. It's a pretty good little smell right there. I don't know what that was, but yeah, if I had that as a fresheners you hang on your rear view mirror. And I would get that.